What's going on today, guys? Welcome to Southern Hike. I'm Taylor, and today we're doing a follow-up video on the NEMO Tensor sleeping pad. Guys, if you watched back in February, we did a video on the NEMO Tensor sleeping pad, and we talked about initially taking it out of the box, out of the package, and we're going to let you know how it actually did in the field. I read so many reviews on this sleeping pad and found out so much good information about it. Honestly, a lot of places you're going to find that people recommend this sleeping pad. Thermarest, Big Agnes, they make some good sleeping pads. REI's got a couple. They're kind of a cheaper pads, but NEMO has one of the best pads I have found to use. And so I just wanted to kind of give you a video of following up with the first video, which I will link above if it's this way or that way. That was their initial video. If you're new to this and you're trying to find out if the pad's right for you, watch that video first and then come to this video, and then this is a follow-up about the pad. One of the most important things, as I talked about before, is making sure you have something good to sleep on. We're going to do another video soon where we talk about the big three, and I honestly consider this number 4 of the big three. Most places you go to, you're really going to have a hard time sleeping on the ground if you're really just into bushcraft, things like that. Yes, you can sleep straight on the ground, but if you're a side sleeper like me, or someone that has a hard time sleeping on the ground in an uncomfortable spot, a pad is a very important part to have. We did a video that I will link above also that is, we did a camping trip and we used this pad, both of us, me and Rachel, and honestly it worked out great. We did a couple other trips we didn't put on video. We used this pad in the fall, or excuse me, in the spring for probably, I think, 4 different trips. Now it's kind of into the summertime. This is the insulated version, so it's a little bit warm. I wouldn't really recommend it. But to talk about those trips, this pad did very well. And honestly, it was in most of the nights, it was in the 70s. If you watched the video we linked before, it was got down to probably high 60s at night, and it was still okay to sleep on. Yes, it was a little bit warm. I really didn't use too much of a sleeping bag, but it wasn't because of the heat underneath. It was really just the humidity was really high. Here in Georgia, we have really high humidity. So this pad did very well. It's very quiet, which is an important thing, so you don't disturb anybody around you making a lot of noise. For a side sleeper, it did very well. Now, honestly, any of these pads, I would say they're the best for a person on their back. If you sleep well on your back, this pad will do very well. And then this is the other part I want to talk about, is the main thing. If I had to go and buy my pad over again, I really would go with the wider version. It's not a real big issue to get the mummy version, but the wider version would be better for a person who sleeps on their side. I kind of, not quite in the fetal position, but I do pull my knees up some when I sleep on my side, so they do hang off a bit, and then when I'm turning over, it would make it easier not to accidentally slip from one side to the other and then be off my pad onto the ground. So that's one thing I'd watch out for if you are a side sleeper. You might want to look into the wider version, but overall, I mean, you can't go wrong with this pad. It did very well, and I didn't show it in the previous video. This pad's already been used about 4 or 5 times now, and you see it looks like the day I bought it. I mean, when we pulled it out of the packaging. So it's very easy to wrap back up, put it back in the packaging. No leaks so far. The bag that you pump with has worked very well. And so it's been a great purchase. Yes, these are kind of expensive. I will say that. As you've probably already been researching these, you notice they are one of the most expensive pads. I wouldn't say the most, but one of. It is very much worth your money. If you're wanting a pad for a lot of hikes where you need somewhere good to sleep, if you're doing a 3 or 4 day hike and you also want to keep everything light, this is a great option. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, it's under £1. It's an ultralight option. It's not one of the top options, but it's definitely, you know, one of the ones you can use to keep the weight off. So I would recommend this one. If you have any more questions, please comment them and let us know, you know, any questions you have about the pad. We have used this pad quite a bit now, and I'll make sure to, for any women that are also curious about it, Rachel can answer any questions on that also. So I hope you enjoyed the original video, and I hope this follow-up video gives you a little bit more insight. If you do watch that camping video, I talked about it for a second in that video, but then realized after I'd edited the video and posted it that the music was too loud and you could barely hear what I was saying. I apologize for that. But guys, I hope this is informative as a follow-up video. Thanks for watching. Remember, we post a video every Tuesday, usually about mid-afternoon. We're Southern Hike. We do travel, hiking, backpacking, any reviews, tutorials, how-tos. and continue. I hope you subscribe and we can give you more content, and we've got some great stuff coming up. We're planning on a couple trips. With this pandemic going on, it's been a little bit more difficult. We haven't been able to do some of the things we had planned to do this year, but we still got a couple fall things planned that we're hoping to share with y'all and test some of this stuff we talked about in some of our videos, and continue to just give you some great stuff to enjoy and hope help your experience, especially for the beginners, for trying to buy new gear and testing it and see how it works. Guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to comment, make sure to like, and make sure to subscribe. And guys, hope you have a great day.